Good morning, you guys. So I have kind of a crazy day today, so I'm just catching up with you guys in the car. But I was able to think of a craft that's nice and easy and pretty quick to do. So I figured I could just kind of squeeze it in here. So what I'm making today is homemade pom-poms. So that's kind of... Oh, there you go. That's a better view of it. All right, so just a really kind of rustic one. This one's a little bit thin, as you can see. I have some little rustic snowmen that I put these on their hats. And so I'm just going to show you guys quickly how to do that. It's pretty easy. All right, so we begin. We have some yarn, and I don't know much about yarn, about the thickness and all the different names of it. I just use it for here and there, so I pretty much just go in and get what I like. So if anyone knows more about pom-poms and what you guys believe works best for it, shoot out some names for other people. All right, so we do a nice long piece, probably about 10 inches is how we start. And that's just gonna be our tying piece. So we just kind of set that aside for later. So I'm just setting it down beside me and not losing it in my car. All right. And then I just use my fingers. A lot of people use like forks and stuff like that. And if you're doing, you know, a whole pile of pom-poms, then, you know, that's probably a better way to do this. But this is just a simple way without needing any tools except scissors. All right, so I just separate my fingers a little bit, just grab the string and just start wrapping and just start counting. I do for the little rustic ones, I do about 12. And then for more full ones, usually 20 or more. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we're going to start with 20. All right, and I actually just leave it hanging for now because it kind of keeps it better where it is, where if I cut it, sometimes it'll kind of flip around. So I just leave it still attached, and I grab my string, put it through my fingers here. It's kind of right in the hole in between. You see that? There you go. All right, and then grab the tie out the other side and just tie a little knot. So cross them over and under. So just a regular knot. Sometimes if you're really talented, you can use your fingers to be able to do it. If not, oftentimes I start struggling or fumbling, and I just use my mouth to pull one string. That makes it a bit easier. All right, so I got that one pretty good and tight, and then I kind of slip my fingers out. Make sure. Just slipping my fingers out, slipping it off my fingers very carefully. All right, and so then I pull those strings again just to make sure, because I just slipped them out, and so sometimes it loosens. So tie it just a little bit tighter. All right, and then do another knot on top of that, and that will seal the deal and keep that knot in there to hold them all together. All right, so at this point, I grab my 2 strings that I've been tying the knot with and pull them aside. So I'm holding it by those 2 strings, and I'm able to then snip this. Okay? And then, as you can see, it's kind of like got the loops there. So I just slip the scissors in between the loops. Now, because we did a thicker one, it'll probably take a few snips, because if you try and get it all through, I mean, if you have amazing scissors, then that's great, but these are just my regular crafting scissors. So I just do a little chunk at a time. And that's one side, nice and full. All right, and do the other side. All right, and as you can see, it's kind of flat from where the tie is, so you just gotta kind of fluff it around, bring it all together. So that's still, you know, a fairly thin one. Oh, I missed a couple in here. And what I also like to do, like sometimes I'll leave it all rough and going all over the place. You can see it's not very even, and sometimes I like to just kind of make it a little bit more rounded. So yeah, so that's really easy. So you can use this for all sorts of crafts. People were using pom-poms for wreaths and for rugs, and I just posted something about pom-poms yesterday, and people had all these ideas. I can't remember what the other ones were, but like I said, I use them for my crafts. I put them on the hats of my little snowmen, and they're adorable. So this is a bigger one, this is a little one, and so with that one, you keep your fingers close together, and it's really hard to get that string through your finger. But yeah, and so that one I believe was 20 as well. So just super easy thing to do. So I mean, I spent about 5 minutes before just doing a couple of them to make sure I remembered how to do them for you. But yeah, so that it's that easy. So if you guys have ever done pom-poms before, go ahead and comment here. And if you have a different way of doing it, feel free to add it in. And especially if you've done anything creative with your pom-poms, it's always fun to see what people are doing with you know, a basic ingredient. You know, something as simple as a pom-pom can become so much more when you create it into something. So thank you very much for watching, you guys. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and enjoy just this one little step to a fun craft. All right, have a good day, you guys. Bye-bye.